And take 3. This is the 3rd take, because yeah, sometimes it be like that. See, YouTubers not going to tell you the truth. They're not going to tell you that they took like 5 takes, but I'm telling you, take 3, okay? Hi. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you clicked on this video, you are here because you want to know how to get through a 3-day dry fast. I'm talking about dry fast. I'm talking about desert storm, okay? Not a drop of water down your throat. Like, I mean, please, by all means, brush your teeth, right? You got to get in the shower. Like, I'm not, unless you're going to be in the house 3 days, we not going that extreme. I'm talking about no water, no food, how to get through it, especially when you have to do things in your everyday life, like take care of your children, go to work, just go out and about, right? Okay. So, boom. It's a couple of things that I'm going to discuss. This is probably my 3rd dry fast. I successfully did it last year, and I made an attempt to do one again, I want to say at the end of last year or the beginning of this year, and I failed on the 3rd day. And because I almost fainted, but I'll tell you, I'll get to that in a little bit. And today is my 3rd day of my dry fast, and I wanted to give some pointers on how I did it, how I got through it, and I hope that it's beneficial to you. Now, I wanted to make it clear, because we have to, lay out the logistics. I'm not a doctor. I am not a nutritionalist. I am not a health expert, but I am a 3-day dry fast, get through it, do it to it expert, okay? And I'm only telling you how I've done it. So many people have done this dry fast in different ways, and they have their own ways of how they did it. This is mine. So disclaimer, if you are a diabetic, if you are pregnant, if you have some dietary restrictions, or whatever the case, please talk to your doctor first, your real doctor, not the Google doctor, a real doctor, okay? And see how you can go about this, if you can do it at all, okay? Had to get that out the way. So last year I did a dry fast, and it was partly spiritual, and it was partly just renewing my health, because I wasn't liking the way I was feeling, and I knew that it was some things that I needed to hear from God, and that's just a part of why I did my fast and why I'm doing my fast now. And I'm telling you, like, it was some phenomenal things that have happened after my first dry fast. And I'm gonna tell you, when you doing it in a spiritual manner, like literally giving God all of the things that you love, and I love food. I am a cook, I'm a baker, I love to cook. I'm at the market like 3 times a week. I cook most of my foods at home. I'm gonna tell you, it's not easy. So to give up something that you love, to hear from the Lord, to get closer to Him, to actually like just figure it out with Him, take your little walk with Him without drinking, eating, like you will come to some clarity of some things. You just have to be open to it, okay? So last year, starting this dry fast, I didn't know what to expect, but I will tell you some of the things that I did experience. So first day of your fast, you're gonna feel like, wow, I can do this, because it's been days where we probably fasted without even knowing it. Like, we skipped breakfast, we skipped lunch, we went like probably 16 to 18 hours without eating food until we ate dinner, right? So you probably can do like the first day thinking that I got this. But that second day, that second day, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna be hungry. And just like the devil was tempting the Lord up on that mountain and tempting them with breads and pigeon eggs or whatever they was eating back in the day, some cherries, like whatever he was tempting him with, that's how I felt. Okay? Like people at work, I don't know if this is anybody else, but at work, people talk about food. They talk about food like that is one of the common conversations because food brings people together, okay? And the cafeteria is very near my department, so I can smell fries cooking, burgers sizzling, like people talking about where they gonna eat the night. It's just, you will go through those temptations, okay? And it won't be easy. Your stomach will start to growl. It will. Like the first day, my stomach don't really growl because it's still digesting food from like the day before. And I'm gonna tell you, like when you are preparing for a 3-day dry fast, you want to eat an abundant meal, not crazy 3 burgers and 6 fries. Like you don't want to do that. But eat something that's gonna hold you over so you don't be tempted to eat something during this fast, okay? High protein. I before my 3-day dry fast, this most recent one, I had chicken, I had some rice, and I had some steamed vegetables, and I had a peach like right before 12 a.m. okay? And that did do me some good, especially with the rice. Like that helped me over, okay? But I'm telling you, by that second day, you will be hungry. You will be fighting for your life a little bit. But this is okay. So disclaimer: I'm going to be talking about poop. I'm going to be talking about pee. I'm not going to use all of the medical definitions and the medical terminology. So please bear with me. We're all adults here, or teenagers, or just mature humans that are watching this. So just take it for what it is. Your spit is your best friend. I'm just going to say it. I never really heard anybody else really say it in that manner, but your spit will be your best friend. If you get thirsty, take a little swallow and keep it moving. If somebody is talking about food, either change the subject or go somewhere else, okay? Say a little prayer, breathe, shed a tear, whatever you have to do, and come back. So the second day will be the hardest, okay? Third day, you wake up, you will feel, and the second day, you will feel very drained, okay? You will feel drained. You will feel tired. And people were noticing, like, asking me, like, hey, you okay? What's wrong? And I was just like, I'm okay. Like, and I really felt, like, fine inside. Like, my spirit was fine. I was okay, but I was kind of hungry and I just didn't have the energy. And your energy will kind of dwindle down a little bit because the nutrients that your body usually get is kind of diminishing on that second day. So you will feel a little tired. You may get a little headache, but other than that, if you can get to like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., you are doing good. And I gotta tell you, I'm being real. Last night, second day, I almost failed. Like I was like, I'm gonna eat, Lord. I'm gonna eat. I'm hungry. I got some Swedish meatballs in the freezer. I can make this food, right? I can make it. But I knew my goals for this fast. I knew that I wanted to make some changes. I knew that I was wanting to hear from God. I wanted some changes to be made. And that's what happened to me last year. Like taking this 3-day dry fast really did a number on my life. And that I'll save for like another day. But yeah, second day, you gonna go through it. Third day, you're gonna wake up, you're gonna feel a little bit lighter. a little bit lighter. You're going to feel a little bit more energized, surprisingly, because it's like, wow, what's going on? I went to work today and my coworker was like, wow, you look good. You look better. And I was like, oh, thanks. I feel good. And you will. And that hunger that you feel on the second day will kind of diminish. Like, you won't feel hungry. Your brain will tell you, girl or guy, like, what are you doing? You need to eat something. My brain was telling me that, like, I wanted a piece of fruit. And even with that, you won't crave like bad foods. I shouldn't say bad foods, but I guess like unhealthier foods. You'll crave like a piece of fruit, or you'll crave salad. And that's what I had a taste for. And child, like, I got a little surprise at the end of this, because I'm gonna show you what I eat to break my fast and the things that I eat when I do like a detox like this. So third day, more rejuvenated. You feel like you can get through. Your spit is your best friend. Don't forget that. Just keep going, and don't put yourself in a situation where you're gonna be looking at food. And I did that a little bit, and I was just like, why am I looking at this? I even had to get off of social media, because I do have a page that is dedicated to food, and so my algorithm is all food, all of the things, right? So I completely got off of social media for these 3 days. So that was a part of the fast, because I just didn't want to be tempted. So to get through it, you just have to know your why. You have to know why you're doing this. It's not to just lose weight. It's not to just be healthy. Like, why are you doing this? Because if you tell people that, if you tell the whole world that you're doing a dry fast, they're going to think you crazy. My mom, my sister, whoever it is, like, you know, some people that have never done it before, I'm not saying that them, but I'm speaking like generally. Like, if you have somebody that has never done a fast, has never turned their plate down for 24 hours in their life, they're going to say things. They're going to think you're crazy. They're going to be like, that can't be me. Like, why are you not eating? Like, that's crazy. Like, you're not drinking water. That's so dangerous. Like, aren't you going to like pass out? Like, no, I feel fine. I don't know what time it is. I think it's like after 8 p.m. It's Thursday, 8 p.m. I have not had a bite of food since Monday, probably 11 p.m. I'm telling you, you can do this. Just go to the doctor and make sure that you can do this. But if you're pretty much a healthy person, and you have maybe fasted for a day before, or have done intermittent fasting, you can possibly do this as well. Okay. I want to talk about my failure for my second attempt of doing a 3-day dry fast. So I was in the game. I was doing it. First day down, boom. Second day down, got it. Third day, it didn't go so well. Okay. I was struggling, and I almost so my first dry fast, I wasn't really working like strenuously. I was working a third shift, so I was able to like sleep during the day and then work at night, and I just didn't eat. And it made it so much easier because I wasn't tempted. I was kind of laser focused. I wasn't around food. I wasn't looking at food. So it was so much easier, right? But on my second dry fast, my 3-day dry fast, I was on a different shift. It was on a busier shift. And so things were a lot more hectic, a lot more chaotic. And I am telling you, I almost fainted. I was at my desk, and my coworker was next to me, but I didn't want to make her scared or alarm her that something was wrong. So I sat down and I was like, Lord, you know my heart. Like, and this is one of the reasons why I was doing it. I was like, I'm showing you, Lord, that I'm trying to be a faithful servant. I'm turning down things that I love, which is food, to hear you, right? And I felt like he was like, girl, please, like, go get some water, right? And I did that. Like, I went to get some water, and I think I went to get some cranberry juice, and I instantly felt better. So I did continue on, but it was not considered a 3-day dry fast anymore. But I think I did pretty good, getting up to the 3rd day. But that's what happens. Like, don't kill yourself. Don't faint. Don't do this for the sake of saying you did it, to go to the emergency room. Like, it's not worth that, right? Like, don't do that. If you feeling like, even on the first day after 12 hours, 16 hours, whatever, if you did it as long as you can do it, by all means, please go drink some water. Turn it into a water fast. A water fast is honestly just as good. I just upped the ante and went dry because I wanted to see how my body could function, how hard I could go, how long I could go, and I was up for the challenge. So I felt like I could do it. But if your second day you are struggling, don't feel bad. You can always try again. Just go get some water, go get some electrolytes, and if you can push through and maybe finish it off without drinking anything else, I mean, by all means, do it. But again, I'm not a doctor, so okay. This fast here was impromptu. It wasn't, and I'm gonna tell you, like, you have to prepare. Okay, you can't just wake up and say, "Oh, I'm gonna do a dry fast." Now, some people are unicorns. They can do that. Okay, they can say, "Hey, I'm not going to eat for 5 days," and don't do it. But I suggest writing out your why, writing out your goals of what you want within this fast, what you want to see, how you want to feel, and do it that way. Especially if this is your first time. My why, I already told you, to get healthier, to recalibrate my body, detoxify my body, excuse, like, I have a little breakouts here and there because your body will do some things. Okay, you will have gas. I'm like, why am I burping? Like, why am I farting? Like, like, why am I breaking out? I usually do not break out. And I was like, I have a little couple of breakouts here. It's because your body is getting rid of all of the nasty stuff, and it's fighting and it's doing its thing. So let your body do its thing. Those are the type of things that I realized that was happening. So I wanted to tell you. So if you decide to do it, you'd be like, dang, why am I breaking out? Like, what's going on here? Like, why am I burping? Why do I have gas? Why do I feel bloated? Just let your body do its thing. And then reintroduce your body to healthy foods, okay? Like, don't go. I'm going to tell you another thing that I did. For my first dry fast that I did, I feel like I took 15 steps back. At the day that I broke my fast, child, I went to Chick-fil-A, and if anybody remembers the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich with the pimento cheese, and like, girl, when I think about it, I'm like, why did I do that? And it's because I was really hungry and I felt like, okay, I'm done. Like, let me go celebrate and get me some Chick-fil-A. And I'm going to tell you, I felt sick, like I was going to throw up. And you don't want to introduce your body after detoxifying, after cleansing your body. You don't want to bum rush it with fatty fats, pimento cheese, dairy, deep fried fries, big old bun, Like, and I'm pretty sure I did not drink water with that. I probably had like a iced tea and a lemonade. Like I had something, and it wasn't water. I did it because I was like, oh, I think I need to treat myself from doing this, but that's not it. Like, you're not doing this to treat yourself to a big old cake or a big old sub or whatever your favorite thing is that's unhealthy. You're not doing it to do that because you pretty much kind of unravel what you were trying to do, and that's to get healthier, right? And to get more clarity. You putting all those toxins back in your body, like, don't go out and get a big old cheesesteak and a big old cheesecake and all of these things. Like, please, like, just pump your brakes, introduce yourself to some good foods, and your body will thank you, your mind will thank you. And yeah, so when you do a fast, any type of water fast, a juice fast, a 3-day dry fast, you're gonna lose weight. It's gonna be fats, water. A lot of people say it's water weight. I'm gonna tell you, I don't. Okay, so from Monday to Thursday, I have lost 8 pounds. 8 pounds total in 4 days. This is not something that I was doing to get ready for the beach or anything like that. Like, you're gonna be so excited to see the pounds drop. That's because you haven't eaten anything, like, literally. I don't think I peed out 8 pounds of liquid. I'm just gonna be real with you, because I really, like, when you're not eating, your bowels don't have any, nothing is in there. Your stomach is empty. I have not pooped. I probably went to the bathroom I go to the bathroom every morning. I pee every morning, right? Like, let's just be real. Or should I say urinate? Is that more ladylike? But I'm just being real. We all know what pee is. I go to the bathroom, do my number ones, okay, every morning. And I might do another number one at work and another. So you will pee a couple times, but I personally don't feel like I peed out 8 pounds. So when people say you losing water weight, I'm like, okay, maybe the dietitians or the doctors can explain it in the comments, what that 8 poundages are. But I don't think I lost 8 pounds of liquid. I lost 8 pounds of something, because I still move at work. I'm standing at least 90 to 95% of my day. So that can contribute to your weight loss too. If you have a very busy job, if you're more sedentary, you still might lose those pounds. Don't gauge how much I lost with how much you may lose, because everybody's body is different. But you will lose weight, okay? Now, don't get like over the moon, and then when you are ready to break your fast, you just like, I'm 8 pounds down, I can go and eat a whole boatload of food. Like, no, you don't want to do that. But you will gain some weight back. You will gain a couple of pounds back. So don't feel devastated when you decide to eat and get on a scale and it's like, oh my gosh, I gained 3 pounds. Like, my life is over. Like, no, it's not. That is natural, that is normal, it's going to happen. But you are eating better now, right? Eating better. Like, you're not going to get ice cream after this, right? Right? Okay. Anyway, so I told you my mistakes from my first time, and I'm not doing that this time, okay? And I'll let y'all in on a little something. Your girl gained 15 pounds in the last 5 months. Yes, I did. March was probably the last time I actually wrote down how much I weighed. And to me personally, I do better when I can see where my weight is. So some people say don't weigh yourself every day. Don't do this, don't do that. Do what works for you. Like, please don't be obsessive though and weigh yourself like 15 times a day. Weigh yourself. Oh my gosh, I pooped. Let me go see if I lost weight. Like, don't do that. But if you can weigh yourself daily just to kind of gauge where you are, by all means do that. Because I'm telling you, when I don't weigh myself, I did not see this happening, right? I was just like, what in the world? March, I was this weight, child. And maybe one day I'll reveal like my weight. Like, you got to keep some things to yourself. Like, y'all get enough. But okay. Lost my point. Yeah, but you're not going to tell everything. So I'm just saying, like, I gained 15 pounds and I was literally shocked. I was like, wow, that's not what I was expecting. So right then I prepared and I said, I have to do something, because I noticed that I didn't know how much I weighed. I didn't weigh myself at that point, but I knew I wasn't feeling my best self. I wasn't feeling my healthiest. Like, I went to a party with my sister friend Keena. If she ever sees this, what's up, girl? I went to a party with my sister friend Keena, and we took a picture. She looked fantabulous, okay? She is like a model. And I feel like I'm an attractive person. I feel like, when I went to the party, I felt kind of confident, I felt like I was cute, and I was cute. But when I saw the pictures, I was not satisfied. I was cute, but I wasn't satisfied with how I looked. And I was like, nah, And you gotta ask yourself, right? If you were the opposite sex and somebody was like, hey man, I wanna hook you up with this girl, she cute, I wanna show you a picture of her. If I was a guy and somebody showed me a picture of me at that party, I would have said she cute, but nah, I'm gonna keep it moving. That's how you gauge yourself. That's how you gauge yourself, shorty. Like, if you feel like if you looked a little bit slimmer, if you can do a little better, by all means gauge yourself that way. Because there's some pictures that I saw of myself, and I have lost quite a bit of weight a few years ago on the diet that I'm about to go back on. I won't even say diet, but it's a journey, right? I cut out a lot of sugars. I cut my sugars way down. I cut my carbs way down. And I'm telling you, it was the best I have ever looked in my adult life. Now, if somebody showed me a picture of her, I would have been like, whoa, I need her number tonight. I want to take her out tonight, okay? So me looking at myself then versus now, I was just like, all right, girl, we got some work to do. So that's my accountability. And I was like, Lord, I need some help. I'm not treating my body as a temple. I was baking a lot. I was not watching my sugars. And within the last 2 months, I started drinking a lot of juice. And it wasn't natural juices. It wasn't me doing the juicing, buying the fruits and the vegetables or anything like that. I was buying pear juice, the Goya. I was buying pina colada juice, honey. I was buying all the juices, the ginger, pineapple. Like, they sound healthy, but when you look at the sugars that are involved, they not just using pineapples and pears straight off the vine, straight off the tree. They are adding additives in there. They are adding sugars in there, extra sugars, corn syrup, all that type of stuff. Like, it's not the business. It's not what you want to do. And me, I am a water girl. I love water. But I just start drinking the juices. And when you recognize where you need to do the work, you can do this. I'm telling you, from a person that lost the weight, gained the weight back, trying to lose it again. Like, most of us have been in a place where we were good, and then things happen, lifestyle changes happen, tragedies happen, and then boom, you find yourself creeping up to where you used to be. And I'm telling you, I'm almost at the weight that I started before I started my weight loss 4 years ago. And I was like, nah, I can't go back. I can't go back. I need to do some work. And I'm telling you, with these fasts, you will feel better. You will feel better. And you can tell the difference of where you started and where you end. And me with extra weight on my body is not where I want to be, and it's not where I'm going to stay, okay? It's not where I'm going to stay. We not staying here, you know? And this is for people that want to make changes, that want to do something different, that want to live a life of luxury within their body. You want a luxurious body, you know, because your body is a temple of the Lord. You want to feel better, do better. I'm telling you, try this. Try water diet, try juicing, anything to just kind of detoxify yourself. Okay? Try it. I'm telling you. So, I think I said everything that I wanted to say. If you want to change today, please, by all means, do it. But I did say I had a special treat for y'all at the end. So, these are the foods that I am going to start out eating. They're not perfect, so all the nutritional people, all the dietary degree people, and please, like, spare me the, oh my gosh, like, that has sugar, that has salt, oh my god, like, no, this is not gonna be perfect. And I'm not saying like I'm cutting everything absolutely completely out, because some of the foods that I do have may have a bit of sugars in it. And by all means, read your labels. I do read my labels. If I see that it has like more sugar than my dietary intake for the day has, I'm gonna act accordingly and just put it back on the shelf. Okay, but yeah, I don't even know where to start. Like, okay, I guess I'll start with my fruits. I had, when I did my 3-day dry fast last year, I was like, man, I have a taste for papaya. Never had papaya. Maybe had papaya juice, but when I actually bought the actual fruit, child, first of all, I cut it open. It was beautiful, but it smelled like a deli sandwich. And I was like, why does this stink? And when I ate it, it just tastes kind of like throw up a little bit. Like, it was just not very good. I don't know if I got a bad papaya. Some people kind of said the same thing as me. I was a little bit more dramatic with my description of how papaya tastes, but you do you. If you love papaya, God bless you. I don't like it. But I did buy some berries. Now, you know, berries do have sugar in it. If you're trying to like lower your sugar or whatever completely, like I suggest maybe eat something with like low sugar, like watermelon. I don't like watermelon. I don't like cantaloupe. I really don't like melons like that. But to each his own. I know I won't eat grapes as much because I know it has a lot of sugar in it. And but if you want grapes, it's healthier than Sour Patch Kids, okay? So just gauge it, okay? Don't think too hard on this. Like, it's been times where I thought too hard, and there was times that I didn't think at all, which is why I went to Chick-fil-A and ate a chicken pimento sandwich. But these berries, these are golden berries. They kind of taste like tomato. They're probably a hybrid fruit. It says super fruit. I don't know how it's super, but it says that it is produced in Colombia, but they are so good. I got them from Lidl. Lidl is one of my favorite grocery stores, but they taste like a tomato and like some other type of fruit, and I can't explain it. So if you want to find out, go get yourself some golden berries. I love these things. They're about $3 and change. It's a small pack, but I mean, it's worth it to me because I love them. So boom, I got these golden berries here. I got some strawberries. You can put strawberries in your You can put strawberries in your salad. You can just eat them by themselves. And with me, I got some whipped cream in the refrigerator. Listen, sister is trying, okay? It's not cake and it's not cookies. And eat your whipped cream and your dairy sparingly, okay? But if you want a dessert, you can eat these without the whipped cream. You can eat them by themselves. It's delicious. And they're fresh. Aren't they pretty? I got these from Lidl too. Lidl, send me a chat. Like Tony Gaston say, send me a chat. I got some sweetie pie, cherry tomatoes. Now, I will spend a little bit extra on certain things if I really like it. Like they have cherry tomatoes that are also a little bit cheaper, but I love the taste of these. They're very firm, and they have like a nice, delicate woo, sweetness to them. I don't think these made me sneeze. It's just a little dusty in here. But the cherry tomatoes are going in my salad, and I bought a nice fresh cucumber that's also going into my salad. Cucumbers are so cheap these days. Like you can find them for like, I think this was like less than $1 or $8. But yeah, that's going in my salad. Now tomorrow, for my lunch, I am making either a tuna wrap or a chicken salad wrap. Now I have this chunk like tuna with water. I never really get the oil one. My parents used to get the oil one sometimes. I don't know if they got it by mistake, but it used to be so gross to me because it never drained right. It was so greasy. And I was like, if I ever grow up to buy my own tuna, I'm buying it with water. So that's just my choice. That's just my preference. You can get oil, but of course, like oil, it has a lot of calories. So we trying to do better, right? And with this, it's like 130 calories a can, and that's really good. I think, how much? I think a can of Coke is like 140 calories. So I'd rather have a nice tuna sandwich than to have a can of Coke and still be hungry. Okay. This chicken breast. My family used to get this all the time. We used to eat it with crackers or eat it on some wheat toast. Canned chicken breast. Somebody out there is probably saying ill to that, but again, to each his own. Especially if you're trying to, if you want to be a little bit more money conscious. This was like, I want to say like $2 and change, and it's really good. It's literally, look, chicken breast with rib meat, and I don't really like rib meat like that. But if you eat a chicken nugget that has rib meat, if you eat those Tyson's chicken strips that has rib meat, so yeah, it has water, and it says contains less than 2% of modified food starch. See, I'm gonna have to I ain't read that in the store, but some salt, and yeah. Okay, see, you can't read everything in the store, but I read that. And you just, like I said, the it's not gonna be perfect, but you're gonna see some results just by making the changes. And you can make your own. You can make your own chicken breast. You can get a rotisserie chicken, which I really love to do, but Lidl doesn't do rotisserie chicken. You can go at any grocery store, BJ's, Costco, whatever, to get your chicken, cut it up, dice it up, add your little light mayo or whatever, and have your chicken salad that way. This is what I eat every now and again. These things, you ain't gonna eat them every day, but this is the option. Okay. This right here is the spinach and herb wrap. Now I'm making some provisions for myself because I like pita. I like pita bread. I love, but it's a little bit more calories than this. All right. This is 200 calories for one wrap. Okay, now you can cut this in half. Okay, it's big, and they do have smaller wraps in the store. This one is actually pretty big, so you can cut this in half. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna cut it in half because I'm just not. But you can cut it in half, especially if you're, you know, not that hungry, if you're eating something on the side or whatever. Like, by all means, do you, okay? So now tomorrow morning, I'm really excited. I didn't bring my bananas over here, but tomorrow morning, I'm gonna slice a banana up, and I have some natural peanut butter. I don't know how it's natural or why it's more natural than Jif or the other peanut butter. I don't know if I don't think it's less sugars, because when I read the labels on both of them, it's like 180 calories per 2 tablespoons, and this one has 3 grams of sugar per serving. So I'm gonna try it. I don't know if it's just like less salt or whatever. It says no stir. I guess that makes it like natural, but peanuts are natural, child. I'm learning just like y'all learning. So a peanut butter with a banana tomorrow with a sprinkle of cinnamon for my first meal. I'm so excited. Like, who gets excited about peanut butter and banana, child? Me. Okay, that's who. Somebody that hasn't eaten in 3 days. I'm ready. Also, I had a taste for cashews. This is definitely a very delicious snack. I think this has like protein. Or let me see. Okay, dietary people. What does cashews have? I know they have something. And these are lightly salted. Listen, your girl is not brave enough yet to eat raw peanuts. I was going to say raw nuts, but some people will take that the wrong way. But I'm just not the girl to eat raw cashews without any type of flavor. So lightly salted was well, it don't even say lightly salted, child. It just say salted. So we're going to see how these taste tomorrow. But I thought that would be good. So just a handful of these will fill you up. I think that these have protein. What do peanuts and nuts have? I don't know. I forgot. But we just gonna keep it rolling. Okay. Now some of the things that I bought, I had to put it in the refrigerator, but I did buy a big container of spinach. So tomorrow I'll be having a spinach salad for dinner with air fried chicken. I have some chicken breast that I'm gonna dice up. I'm gonna marinate that, and we gonna get that to going. I'm gonna have my grape tomatoes. I have a bit of feta cheese. I have my cucumber, and I have some Greek dressing. Like, you can make your own dressing. You can even put like a bit of like avocado oil with some lemon juice and some herbs. You can do that. I'm not going to do that this time because I have some Greek dressing in the refrigerator. But don't douse your salad in dressing. Do a little swirl to get a little flavor. You're going to have flavor from the chicken. You're going to have flavor. I'm going to put a little egg in there, you know, get my protein up. And we're going to do this right. But tomorrow, banana and peanut butter for breakfast. A tuna or chicken salad, spinach wrap, the whole thing. Maybe some golden berries or some strawberries, some cashews, and then I'm gonna have that salad for dinner. So that's how I'm gonna do my breaking of my fast. And don't forget your water. Don't forget your water. This is purified. I like purified water. I do not like spring water. People be saying, oh, you should drink spring water. But I don't like spring water. Like, I could taste the minerals. I could taste the purification. Like, I love it. What, to me, water's water. Like, as long as you drinking this and not down in Mountain Dews or anything like that. Like, you can have your Mountain Dew maybe once a month or something. Like, you trying to get on a healthy kick. Like, man, you can't be drinking sodas and juices all the time. Like, I'm detoxifying all the juice that I have drank. Now, I probably drank 8 pounds of juices in the last 2 months. Cranberry juice, we think cranberry juice is healthy, and it is if you're drinking like the raw one, but the ones I had was in the aisle with the sugar in it. Yes, I did. So yes, I'm going to drink my purified water. Most people are like, oh, drink alkaline or drink this. Like, I am a water snob when it comes to like the taste. I do like cold water. Okay, if you drink water like room temp, that's supposed to be healthier because it's supposed to aid in digestion. Okay, but I like cold water. Okay, so yes, drink your water. I bought 6 of these from Lidl. I think this was about $1 and change. Definitely the prices went up in the last year or two. Man, after COVID, groceries have gone sky high. So mind your pockets. Don't go out spending your whole paycheck trying to get healthy. You know, do your homework, do what's best for you, and buy things that you think you would like. Buy things that you think you would like. Don't go out buying celery and what's that, kale, you know, and just see. I'm burping. Ain't nothing in there. It's just, I guess, all of the I'm just detoxifying, child. Like, I don't know what's happening, but you would think I just, you know, ate a whole meal, but I didn't. And that's one of the things that are happening. But don't go broke trying to be healthy. You do not have to go broke to be healthy. Go find the sales. You might have to go to a market or 2 or 3, yes, you know, or do your due diligence by finding the markets in your area and going online and getting coupons or whatever you got to do to mind your body and mind your pockets, because it's crazy out here. We live in a country that now I gotta be careful with my words. You live in a country that aids in your detriment when it comes to health. Okay, they're throwing Ozempics at us. They're throwing Wegovy at us. And there was times where I was like, man, maybe I should try that. And I'm like, nah, I don't even take prescription medicines. Thank the Lord. I don't even take prescription medicines. And to people that are out there that have to do that, my heart is with you, because some people really do need medicine. I'm not a person that's saying, oh, don't take medicine or whatever, but if you don't have to, or if you can do something now that will prevent yourself from having to take diabetic type 2 medicine, or any of those things, your blood pressure medicine, all of those things that aren't genetic, and it's just kind of just made from not eating properly, not exercising properly, and that is something that I need to do, you know, a little bit more, even though I have a very what's the word? A very busy job. Still, I need to sweat. I'm not sweating at work. I'm moving back and forth, but I'm not sweating. So I feel like, you know, exercising can definitely be something that I can, you know, put into my evenings, walking, you know, just doing something like that, something simple. All I'm saying is, if you're going to do 3-day dry fast, if you're trying to get back on a, you know, on a healthier journey, you can do it. Okay. This is tier inspirational kicking in. Okay, I want all of us to be healthy, especially Black people. You know, we have a very high rate of obesity, and I'll tell you, I ain't gonna tell you my weight, but I'll tell you my BMI, child, is in the 30s. Yes, it is. And I didn't like that at all. Now I've seen it there before, but not at the age I'm at. I'm definitely knocking on the heels of 40 years old, and the older that we get, us millennials, I'm talking to y'all, we're getting older and we have to take care of ourselves. Some of us have children. We running back and forth taking care of them, but we're not taking care of ourselves, and even if you're single, you have to take care of yourself because it's just you. If you don't have a spouse yet, or if just traveling or doing your thing, right? You have to take care of yourself. If you by yourself, nobody else is going to take care of you but you. So why not start today? And this is if you want to. Now, it was times where I was like, I'm not ready. I'm going to eat this ice cream. And I ate it, child. And I ate it and I ate some more. And now I'm looking like this is not good. I'm looking at myself from another view. It's not just me, doing whatever I want to do without actually really looking at myself, looking at me inside too. When I make wrong decisions with my eating habits, I start making wrong decisions mentally. I start feeling bad mentally, and my clothes just don't look the best. I don't feel like I look my best, but with all that being said, don't put yourself down. If you recognize something, do something about it. And that's what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm trying to get back into the game, because if you did it before, you can do it again. And if you've never done it before, you can start today. And I feel like that's why you're watching this video, because you're trying to figure it out. We're all trying to figure out life. We're all going through something. Some of us more than others, but regardless, we're all going through something, especially living in the United States. It's a lot going on, child. And I think it's a lot going on around the world. And my prayers are to anybody that's going through tragedy, trauma. We all got something, right? But while we're going through these things, we can be healthy. We can be healthy. YouTube is your best friend. Google. Not now. Don't go off making decisions or making assumptions about yourself. If you feel like something seriously is wrong, please go to the doctor. Don't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna eat a couple of beets and my heart will stop palpitating." Like, no, you need to kind of go to the emergency room. Like, don't do that. I just started going back to the doctor last week, after not going for a couple of years. And this is me with insurance. Like, I've had insurance, but I didn't really use it. Why? I don't know. Just being trifling. But I know that I personally believe that God put doctors and certain people, in the healthcare field to help us, because there's some people that really need help, that really need answers. You got bad knees, you can't just go around in pain. You have surgeons that will take your x-ray and explain to you what's going on. Go to the doctor. Don't suffer in silence. If you having diarrhea and it's lasting more than 3 to 5 days, you need to go to the doctor, because you might have something more serious than just food poisoning. It might be something wrong in there. Guys, if you're, over 35, and especially if your family has a history of prostate cancer or colon cancer, please go get yourself checked out. It's a lot of guys that follow me, and shout out to all the men. I appreciate y'all following me. Shout out to Mike. Shonda is phenomenal. Like, I didn't even know that you found my page. I wanted to give a shout out to you. Thank you so much for just coming on my page and listening to me. The algorithm, it works, because it be finding people, and I'm like, oh wow, I didn't even know. So shout out to you. But if you have a history of cancers, breast cancer, ladies, even fellas, if y'all have a history of breast cancer, you might want to go get yourself checked out before 40. My thoughts and prayers are with Ananda Lewis's family. Since the last time I posted, she has passed away. and she tried to do things the holistic way. And sometimes the holistic way does help, but doctors are put on this earth to help as well. It is some doctors that are shoddy, that, you know, just want your money and all of that. Corporations, whatever. Like, I'm not going to get into that part, but there are doctors that are here that really want to help you, that really want to see a change. Okay, so please get yourself checked. Go to the doctor. If you having pains that are persistent more than just a few days, or it's like kind of out of the ordinary, please go do what you got to do. If your mouth is hurting and you got a tooth back there that is screaming for help, they're checking your city to see if they have free services. I live in Baltimore. They have the dental school that will service people for free or for a very nominal fee. And you know, you don't have to spend much, where somebody might spend like a heavy amount. If you don't have it, there are programs that will help you. Okay, don't you go getting a wrench to pull your tooth out. I know some people do that, but you are opening yourself to infections. I don't know why I'm going through this. This is about a 3-day fast, but this is all tying together because we're talking about health. Okay, we want to get better. We want to do better. We want to be able to run when it's time to run. Okay, we want to be able to thrive and see our grandchildren grow up. We want to see our children grow up. We want to be active for ourselves and for our spouses. You know, like, you can't do what you want to do if, you know, your knees ain't working, if your hips is hurting. Get yourself together. Okay, so anyway, that's how I survive my 3-day fast. Your stomach will growl. My stomach has growled like, girl, feed me. But don't listen to that. Don't when you go in the store. And I'm telling you, I went to the market today so I can prepare myself for tomorrow, because I don't want to go to the market tomorrow and I'm hungry. You know, that's not going to be good. But if you know that you can't go to the market without eating, if you feel like you're going to eat, don't go to the market the day before your fast is over. Just wait till the day of. Go and write your list out, because if you don't write a list, you're gonna be in trouble. That's one of my number one things that I'm a list queen. I write a list for everything, because I forget. I'm forgetful, and I want to have an idea of what I'm gonna eat. So, you know, write your list out. What you want to eat, what kind of fruits you like. You know, and I'm not saying don't get grapes. Get yourself some grapes in place of the Twizzlers, in place of the Snickers. You know, do what you got to do to get to the place where you want to be, not the place where everybody's telling you to be, because people will drag you down. They'll drag you out. They'll tell you that you need to do this and do that. And it'll be aggressive. And I'll be like, child, like, thank you, but I think I'm all right. Do what's best for you. Okay, love yourself where you at, but also take accountability and know that you can get better. Okay, because you know you can. We all can. Okay, you know, you want to loosen those rolls. You know, you got some belly fat. You know, you probably got little arms. I ain't gonna show y'all my arms, but my arms, I can make potato salad. That's the type of arms I got. And I don't want those arms. I want to be able to make the potato salad, but I don't want you to be able to tell that I can make the potato salad. Okay? That's where I am. And I wanted to share that with you to let you know that it's going to be okay. You can do this. And if you fall off the horse, jump back on. Don't give up. It's times where you're going to be in moments where it's like, man, I'm just not there. And you know what? It's okay. If you're not in a place where you want to, you know, lose weight, eat right, eat better, you can't force it. You have to be ready for it. You have to say, you know what? I don't like living like this. I don't like feeling like this. I don't like the way I look in pictures. I don't like the way my clothes is fitting. You have to be ready to do the work. It's not easy, but it's doable. It's doable. You can do it. And instead of door dashing the Wingstop and the chicken wings and all of that stuff, you might just want to go and cook something. Yeah, and it will be good too. It don't have to be nasty. You can get a nice piece of steak and saute some broccoli and some spinach. Child. Get yourself a rotisserie chicken and get some asparagus and get you some lemon, a little pat of butter. Sprinkle that thing. Get you some cauliflower rice if you're feeling ricey. There are provisions and there are things. There's so much information on these internet streets. There's no excuse. It's just that we have to change our mindset. And sometimes our mindsets we're so stubborn, that we don't want to change it. We think that, a magic thing is just going to fly out the air. And for the people that need the Wegovy and the Ozempics and all of those things, by all means, you have to do what you got to do. Use it for your betterment, because that's really for people with diabetes, the Ozempic. Now, Wegovy, I think is like for weight loss, but there's no simple pill or no simple shot for weight loss. Like, you got to keep using those things to stay that way. And just like with really having a healthy life, you gotta keep doing the thing. You gotta keep being active. You're gonna have to keep drinking your water. You're gonna have to keep eating your fruits. You're gonna have to do the thing. Oh, and if you got a taste for soda, some people don't like this. You have to build yourself up to drink this. Some people love sparkling water. Shout out to my girl Dominique, my little sister. She loves sparkling water like me. This lime sparkling water is so good. It's so refreshing, and it's like the Sprite at McDonald's without the sugar. And some people will say without the taste, but I love it. I got this from Lidl too, but they have this everywhere. It's cheaper than the LaCroix. Am I saying that right? It's cheaper than that, and I actually like these better. They have different flavors, but I wanted to show y'all that too. And to spice up your foods, like I got some jalapenos here that I'm gonna make with like a egg scramble. I bought some eggs and I bought a spicy Italian sausage. Now, if you don't eat pork, if you don't eat beef, if you don't eat such and such and such, you can replace it with such and such and such. I eat salmon, I do eat pork, I do eat turkey, I do eat beef, I eat all of the things, right? Except pig feet and veal and those types of things, chitlins and all of that. Like, to each his own. I'm not downing you if you do eat those things, but it's not the healthiest. So what are we doing? We kind of back and back. Because I like scrapple. And some people probably will be like, ew, girl. But it's a delicacy here in Maryland / Pennsylvania. People eat scrapple. And I grew up on it, but is it healthy? No. So that's one of the things that I probably would have to eat like just a couple times a year. That's not something that you eat every day. Okay? You want to get your chicken on deck, your ground chicken. You want to get your lean meats, your salmon. I love salmon. Salmon on salad is so delicious. So anyway, I hope this was a delight to you. I was looking online for people that look like me, that went through this 3-day dry fast, went through healthy journeys, lost weight, gained weight, trying to lose it again, and having accountability. Like, it's not that many of us out there, right? But the community is building. The community is building, and you can be in this community too. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It took me a long time to get up on here to be vulnerable, to open myself. And I'm telling you, do your thing. Do what you need to do. It's work out here. It's room for you. Just like I said in some other videos, there's room for you. There's room for me. And I want all of us to win. So if you ready to do this thing, you ready to do this 3-day dry fast, first consult your doctor, then figure out your why, plan, and 5, 6, 7, do the thing. Get your list together, get your foods together of what you're gonna eat when you go back on the fast. Don't go back raw dogging it, for lack of better terms. Don't go back in not knowing what to eat and just being out in the wilderness. Have a plan of what you're gonna eat when you go back to eating again, okay? Get your water on deck, okay? And clean out your refrigerator before you do your dry fast. You know, clean out your cabinets. Take those cookies to work and let Shannon and them eat it. Don't take your stale cookies. If they stale, throw them in the trash. Don't be trifling. If it's things in your refrigerator that aren't the healthiest and it's about to expire, just throw it away. Just throw it away. Just start afresh. Start anew. We starting new inside, and we starting new in our cabinets and in our refrigerators. And yeah, that's it. So I love y'all so much. Thank you for being with me. This is a whole hour, child, but anything that I can do to get to the next day, just do it. Just do it. So peace and love to y'all. Do your thing. Drink your water. Mind your business. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Okay? All right. Bye.